Hello, beautiful. So today we're going to be doing my friend's birthday nails. Happy birthday. And we're going to be using Young Nails, some Sparkle & Co., and some other things. So if you're interested in watching that kind of thing, then stick with us. All right, so we're going to get right into this. I have already prepped the nails, meaning that I pushed back the cuticles. I took off the shine off the nail with a sanding band on my e-file. And then I used a cuticle bit to get up any of the leftover cuticle. Then I put on my Mia Secret dehydrator, and then the primer, and then I finished that off with the Young Nails Protein Bond, aka nail crack. And so now we're just finding what tips are going to fit. Before this, I put a layer of base coat. I have found that it just kind of seals in all that good primer and it gives you better adhesion. When you put that base coat on, you want to leave that sticky inhibition layer on there. That does not mean that it did not cure right. It is supposed to be on there. It is the gel that has hit the air and then it creates a inhibition layer. But keep that inhibition layer on there because I have convinced myself that it helps with the adhesion. So you just saw me taking a cuticle bit and etching the inside of the nails. I'm actually using full cover tips as tips. I'm putting them on the ends of the nail. One, because it gives us a longer nail to work with, and two, because they're already pre oh goodness, I can't think right now. They're already made into the coffin shape. If you just take the stiletto nail tips, you put them on there and then you clip off a little bit, boom, done. You have a perfect coffin and that's it. You just, take your nail file and file a little bit on the sides just to make sure that it's even with the side of the nails. And that's it. It's easy peasy. So that's what we're doing here. I'm taking my base coat gel, and then she has been so kind to pick up my big old nail lamp and put it over there each time. I do have some mini lamps, but I need to go buy me like a 10-foot USB cord because it's just not working, sis. Like my clients have to like lean their hands way over to the side of the table. It's a mess. So she has been so kind to let me use her as my little assistant, and she is helping me out. So once we get all these nail tips on, then we're going to file the sides a little bit like I was talking about, just making sure that everything is neat and nice. You're not going to, so when I first started doing nails, which has not been that long ago, maybe about 9 months ago, I overfiled so much. I couldn't even explain to you how much I would overfile. Not only would I overfile, but I would over apply product and then I would overfile that off. It was a mess. But you know what? If you're starting out nails, it's okay to not know what you're doing because you're just starting out. You have to learn. Nails, acrylic especially, gel, all of those things are an art, and it takes time and practice and patience in order to, mold that art into something beautiful. And so don't be hard on yourself. You need to realize that all these amazing nail techs, all these people on Instagram did not start out perfect. And nobody, puts a picture on their profile that looks like crap. So the only pictures that you're seeing, the only nail pictures that you're seeing are the ones that they did good on, So it's okay to mess up. It's okay to suck at what you're doing at the moment. That's why you continue to push yourself. You continue to practice. Did I say practice? Because I meant practice. And then you will learn. You will blossom into this beautiful, beautiful artistic nail tech. You just have to have patience, and you have to get over that rough patch, you know. So I'm still struggling. I'm still on the struggle bus. I still overfile sometimes, and I still have problems with my liquid to powder ratio, but that's why I'm here, okay? So we're going to learn together. I have made so many mistakes, so you don't have to. And now I'm here, and I'm going to tell you all these mistakes, so you don't have to be the silly one making all these silly mistakes, or you don't have to be the normal one making all these mistakes, because I did it for you. So anyways, we got those off. Oh, and look at her little son's hand. He was showing us what we should be using. He picked out the poly gel, but we ended up going with acrylic anyways. Sorry, Mir. So this one here is the Model 1's clear acrylic. I like this clear acrylic. I just think that it's kind of on the runny side, so you definitely want to make sure that you have the right ratio. And even, you know, when you get your bead up, place your brush on the opposite side on a piece of napkin, and it will suck out the extra monomer, and it will make it a little less runny and more, you know, more able to mold it but not have to chase it. You know what I mean? So basically what I'm doing is I'm putting a clear layer on the nail bed, so when she comes in again, I won't have to file down to her natural nail. I won't have to soak these off completely. I can just do a nail fill, and yeah, so it's basically for the next time. You're just setting yourself up for success for the next time by putting a layer of the clear acrylic. And so now this one right here is from Sparkle & Co. I absolutely love their dip powders. I know technically they're supposed to be used as dip, but they work so good with monomer, you guys. So good. And so I just couldn't help myself. And yeah, and we're going to be using that. I got a little bit on the cuticle, so you just want to take your brush and put that around there. Make sure that you get it off of the cuticle, because if you get it on the cuticle, it will cause lifting. So we're just making sure that we get that all off her skin, and we're on to the next one. So basically we're going to be putting a layer of this black, and I don't know exactly what was going on with me that day, but I could have definitely applied this better because it was getting all over the skin, and black is one of those colors that once you get it on the skin, it is so hard to get up. I'm guessing because it's so pigmented, but it was super hard to get up. So you just want to make sure that you're super careful with all acrylics, because you really don't want to get any acrylic on the skin, but if you do, make sure that you hurry up and clean it up. So yeah, when you're doing this colored acrylic, you want to be putting an extremely thin layer of this stuff. You're only building up enough for it to be opaque enough and for you to get the color that you want, but you want to make it extremely thin, because you don't want to be filing through it when it's time to file your nails, because I was one of those people that would not only over file everything, but I would over apply before that, and then I would over file it off, and then have, you know, gaps and spaces of missing acrylic. It was definitely a struggle, but you just want to remember that we're not all perfect. Even if I was doing this for longer than 9 months, I still wouldn't be perfect. I truly don't even believe perfect exists. It's just something that we kill ourselves trying to obtain. And I don't believe it's ever obtainable. You know, you do the best that you can. You want to continue to push yourself. You want to continue to make yourself the better version of you. But you don't want to be so hard on yourself that you end up being depressed. And speaking of depression, if anybody's ever dealing with depression, I definitely would be willing to talk to you, you know, you can always comment in the comment section, and maybe on Instagram or Facebook we can communicate. I definitely have been there. I have been through a lot of things, and as the time goes by and the videos keep on coming, you know, we'll get into some things. But I'm very passionate about mental health awareness, and so, you know, we just have to make sure that we break that stigma, and that if you're ever feeling any type of way, that you're able to reach out to people and talk about it, because that's how you heal. So anyways, we got the colored acrylic on there, and now we are encapsulating. So this day, it was so very cold in my room, and I believe that I was leaving a little bit too much liquid in my brush, because you do want to have a juicier bead when you're encapsulating, especially when you're encapsulating glitter, because you just want it to seep into all that glitter and make sure that it has encased everything. But this is way too runny than it has to be, so it's definitely do as I say, not as I do. You want to get it a little bit more thick than this, because the clear acrylic is where you get your structure from. You're putting that colored acrylic on super thin, one, because it's only to build up the opaqueness, and two, because you're going to save yourself money. So you're going to build up that nail to the thickness it's supposed to be with the clear acrylic. So basically you want to have the tip of the nail about the size of a credit card to a quarter. And then you want to have the apex about the size of, I would say 3 to 4 credit cards, just for reference. So you want to put half of that with the colored acrylic, and you want to build the rest up with your clear acrylic. It's very important that you do so. You also want to leave a tiny bit of gap of around the cuticle, so when you're filing to make that seamless with the cuticle, that you're not filing off any of the colored acrylic. So yeah, so we got the clear acrylic on there. I love how that black nail looks with the glitter and the flakes and stuff on there. They're so pretty. I'm trying to look for the glitters right now so I can tell you guys exactly what their names are here in the video. So if I can find them, then I will tell you exactly which ones we used. But I'm not having much luck over here, so oh well. I guess I'll just have to list it, you know, below, so you guys will know exactly what it is that I used. So yeah, basically we're just going to be capping all these nails, and then once we're done, we're going to wait for them to dry, which is one of the hardest parts of doing nails, is waiting for everything to dry. Okay. I don't think we used that one. Yeah, I can't even really remember. I know that we used Party Ninja from Young Nails. That is, it says that it's a glitter acrylic, but I'm convinced that there is no acrylic in it. It's just a glitter. And we used, I guess that's it. The only ones that I can find, at least. I don't know what happened to the purple one that I had, because that was really the pretty one. Yeah, I don't know where it's at. And then from Sparkle & Co, we used SB 139 VIP status. And yeah, I guess that's all I got for you because I can't find the acrylic that I used. Oh, yes, I can. Yeah. No, I can't. Shit. Okay, it was called Pool Block Party from Young Nails. That's the glitter one that I used with it. And they are so pretty together. You guys, they're so pretty. So now we are to the filing process. I first shape the sides of my nails and then I go in with an e-file. Just because it just gives me a reference point of where my apex should be, and then I can, make the sides look good. What I really am not liking, and I'm seeing a lot of, is that it looks like a solid brick on the side of people's nails, and that should be like tapered on the sides just like it is on the cuticle. At least that's how I like nails to look, elegant, smooth, not, bricks on tips. So I like to file the sides of my nails just to make sure that I have a good reference point of when I'm using my e-file. Then you are going to take your e-file. This is like a medium. Actually, it's like a medium-ish grit carbide bit that I got from, this one I got from Melody Susie. It comes in like a whole pack. I'll have that listed below as well. And these last so long. I love these, but I believe that when you start out, you should definitely just start out with safety bits, especially around the cuticle, because you are going to end up cutting somebody. Practice your little tush off on your practice hand with the ones that aren't safety bits. But when you get onto an actual person, I would just stick with your safety bits. I can't even tell you how many times I've cut somebody. Thank goodness that I just only do my friends' nails, but when I am licensed and when I am making money, I can't just be cutting people all willy-nilly and stuff, You have to have your client leaving like that was just an amazing experience that I just had. It was just so relaxing and, I was on edge. I thought she was going to cut me the whole time. Then she, she made my finger look like hamburger. So, yeah, just be careful, okay? And you want to start slow. You definitely want to crawl before you walk with doing nails. You want to practice on a practice hand, and more importantly on yourself, because there's no way that you can know exactly how something is going to feel unless you feel it yourself. So we are now just taking our file, and this one is a 180 and 80 grit file, I believe, from a cart. And you're going to take the 80 grit side, and you are going to now just make sure that you get all the little bumps and lumps that you got from your e-file. I don't know about you, but when I e-file, it always looks mighty, lumpy and stuff. I mean, not lumpy, I guess. You can just see like the scratches and the indentations of where the e-file hit the nail on one section a little bit harder than the other, I don't know. So I always have to go back in with a file over it. I don't even know if, nail techs are out here not having to file over their nails after the e-file. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't know. I just feel like some people are just magicians with the e-file, and I'm not. Not yet. So we're just going to make sure that we crispen up these lines and make the nail look pretty. So we're all done with that. Now we're going to be going in with this jewelry gel. This jewelry gel that I have right now is something that I got from Amazon. It's called JANEN. And so far I like it. You have to put a pretty thick layer, and then you're going to take your top coat, which I am using Princess Nails by Diana. And you guys, this top coat I mean, it doesn't even compare to other top coats. I think Model Ones also has a really good top coat, but Diana, your top coat is superb. I mean, it's like glass. And not only is it like glass, but it stays shiny until you are ready to take your nails off. I'm not even lying. I mean, it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. So if you haven't heard of her yet, you should definitely go over there. I will list her below as well, because you need to get this top coat. She also has some nudes, which I believe they're colored base coats, and they're gorgeous as well. So yeah, I'll list her below. You should definitely go over there. She is somebody that I heard from by Nailed by Nikki, another one of my favorites. So we put on the rhinestone gel, then we put Princess Nails by Diana's top coat, or whatever top coat it is that you have, on top of that without curing. Then we are going to get our crystals, which this one's happen to be AB crystals, and we're going to put those on the nail. So we're going to do the exact same thing to this other black nail. We are going to be putting on the rhinestone gel, putting the top coat over that without curing either layer of those. Then you are going to take your crystals or whatever it is that you want to place on that nail, and you're going to place them on there. Then you want to wipe the sides of the nail, which is very, very important, because you put a very thick layer of the rhinestone gel and you put a thick layer of that top coat. So you want to make sure that you are making sure that the shape is still good and it's not all wonky after you used all that gel. So you just want to take your fingers, preferably with a glove on, and glide it down the sides of the nail to get off that excess gel to make it look crisp and gorgeous again. So that's all we're going to do here. I'll just let you watch that. All right, so you saw me gliding my nails across there. We're top coating these, and the colors are really coming out now. Gosh, I really love this set. I'm so glad that she went with these colors too. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. She's just gonna throw those in there, and this is how they came out. Aren't they so pretty?
So it shines.
So pretty. And then, she had to, show us her favorite finger. So yeah, I hope that you guys liked the video, and I just really love how beautiful these are. So anyways, happy birthday. I hope that if you guys made it this far, that you comment, that you like, and that you subscribe, because I really need you. Okay, so hopefully I see you next time. Bye.